As I play Legacy of the Void, I'm amazed how much more fun I'm having now with the newest version of a 6-year-old real-time strategy game than I did when it was new. Maybe it's the framing. Wings of Liberty had to live up to the genre-redefining StarCraft and Brood War. Legacy of the Void just has to be a great new edition of StarCraft 2, and it does that very well. Legacy of the Void offers a lot of new things, especially to people who may have been frustrated with the focus on ladder play and high-level competition that defined early StarCraft 2. Without compromising the competitive side, there are more things than ever for casual players to enjoy once the campaign is over. Co-op missions are a hugely pleasant surprise thanks to demanding mission design and unique heroes who provide their own unique twist on the 3 races. There's one particularly clever mission where you and your co-op buddy control a base at the center of the map, attacked from 2 sides while you sally forth and intercept enemy freight convoys. Army variations and progression bonuses tweak the experience each time through. Playing as the mechanized Terran engineer Swan is a completely different experience from controlling any other Terran army, because Swan only has access to expensive, high-tech armor units and defenses. Learning to use each hero, and trying harder difficulty levels, make co-op much more than a gimmick. I'm not sure Archon mode is going to change anyone's mind about StarCraft multiplayer, but it's a fun option. Sharing control of an army with a friend is a more social and sometimes more hilariously frustrating way to play the same fast-paced, unforgiving RTS that StarCraft has always been. It doesn't turn StarCraft into an accessible, easy-to-learn game, but it does make it less lonely and isolating to play competitively. Legacy of the Void brings new units to the battlefield, but some of them have such specific purposes that I didn't get as much use out of them as I hoped. The Protoss Adept forms the new backbone of the early Protoss army, while the awesome Liberator gunship does the same for the Terrans. But I had trouble finding room for the Zerg Ravager in my standard Zerg armies, or employing the Protoss Disruptor as anything more than an annoying curiosity. It's worth mentioning that both of these units are very micro-intensive, and they can be a dangerous distraction if you're not up to the task. Legacy of the Void makes it up to you, however, by making some old familiar units a lot more exciting. I don't know if the carrier will be used in competitive play much, but I sure had a great time using its new Released Interceptor's ability to launch waves of suicide pilots on strafing runs while my carriers withdrew to safety. The campaign itself is very good, with lots of neat ways you can change your army and employ special commander abilities over the course of its 22 missions. However, I have to warn you, the Protoss are a bit of a drag to hang out with. This is a relentlessly serious, grave game, full of characters using language that wouldn't sound out of place in a Bible movie, or an especially faithful adaptation of the Silmarillion. Like, listen to this, and imagine a game full of speeches just like it.
Their sacred purpose was to cultivate life and perpetuate the infinite cycle.
But the missions bring plenty of fun thanks to a demanding mix of Alamo-type holdouts, search and destroy, and control point missions. They're far more traditional in style than Wings of Liberty's innovative campaign, but I never got bored of the mission design. I wish there was something to fill the huge gulf between the cakewalk normal difficulty and the extremely challenging hard setting mode. Legacy of the Void is the most fun I've had with StarCraft 2, perhaps because Legacy of the Void is more mellow and more generous with players who don't want to focus entirely on the elite, competitive experience. It's a challenging RTS when you want one, but it also lets you have fun stomping AI with friends and trying out new toys. Legacy remembers that it's a game as much as it is an esport. For more on all things StarCraft, stick with IGN.